So we do Netivot Shalom. Why my camera doesn't work? Oh, now you can see me. Wow, we're starting a new book, Sefer Devarim, right? Mishneh Torah. So, אבו לכם אנשים חכמים ובונים ויודעים. Have for yourself wise, smart, known people. ואומר אליכם בעת ההיא לאמור, לא אוכל לבדי שאת אתכם וכו'. So Moshe is telling the people, at that time, it's too much for it to carry you. Have yourself smart, wise people known to your tribe, and I nominate them as leaders, your heads. So the Mefarshim, the interpreters, עמדו על העניין שבתחילת משנה תורה, right? The book called משנה תורה, like it's like supporting the Torah, right? This book is actually a recap of everything. It's like in the last, I don't remember exactly, for sure it was the last year, but I don't remember exactly the period of the time that Moshe was saying everything to them. And Moshe is actually now is talking about dominating the judges, right? How relevant it is to today with all the mess in Israel with the reform of the judgments and judges and everything, right?
It was the last 4 or 5 weeks of his life.
Yeah.
And so if he was passed away in Adar,
you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So he said, "Ma shayach inyan zeh," how these things of nominating the judges related to the beginning of the book of Mishneh Torah. Also, we need to explain what Rashi explained. Havu lachem, azminu atzmechem ladavar, like order it for yourself. So what's the difference? So what's the difference here with the judges from the other nomination, like the Nesim of the tribe, which we found that it's like Moshe didn't needed to have the consensus or the agreement of Israel. Just nominate the president, the heads. But here, nominating the judges, it says, "Avu lachem azminu atzmechem davar." You need to agree, to consent. ויש לומר העניין על פי מה דאית בספרים הקדושים. It says in the holy book, שכל מצווה מסוגלת לעניין מיוחד. Each mitzvah has a specific thing that it's aimed for. ומצוות מינוי השופטים, and this mitzvah of nominating, of appointing judges, it's capable, so for us, for a Jew, that he will be the dayan ושופט על עצמו. He will be the judge and the prosecutor for himself, upon himself. שיהיה שופט על עצמו, לא לעשות מה שאסור, right? So he should judge what he shouldn't do, what is forbidden, and what he can do. And it says, מהגאון הקדוש רבי חיים ויטל, זכרותו יגננו לפסוק, שופטים ושוטרים תיתן בכל שעריך, right? פרשת שופטים. So said the judges and officer you should appoint in all your gates, but it says in singular, because it speaks to each and every individual, that a person should have gates and fences and security and guards in his gates, which mean we have many gates. We have 2 eyes, 2 ears, right? Nostrils and a mouth to talk, right? And we have the senses of feeling in the hands and the legs, the fingers, right? All of these are gates because we are actually receiving inputs. So chas v'chalila, somebody can receive a negative input through his eyes, and then everything will be affected. The heart, the desires, the body will do something, etc. So a Jew should be a shofet, a judge and an officer about what he should see, what he should not see, what he eats, what he say, what he's not saying. And this is the mitzvah of appointing the judges. Beside that mitzvah on the pshat, that literally, appointing judges, right? So they can judge. But also it's a hint that we should be a judge for ourselves and judge and check each and every action and each and every movement, what's his Hashem's will. וזהו שנאמר לכם, and when it says, אהבו לכם אנשים חכמים ונבונים, like smart and wise, and known to your tribes. So it's a hint for 3 midot, 3 levels, 3 midot. חוכמה, בינה, דעת, right? like חב"ד. והיינו, which mean, the חוכמה, בינה ודעת של האדם. So I think you can say that bina is to understand one thing from another. Chokhmah, it's the skills that you have. Somebody is very good in math, somebody is good in physics. That's the chokhmah. And the da'at, the wisdom, is something that you actually gain eventually. It's that the da'at, it's the ability to understand things, not necessarily born with that or having it as a skill. So he said the chokhmah, bina, v'da'at of a person should be judges on all the body, all the Devarim. As מבאר, as explained, מרן הסבא הקדוש מסלונים זכרותו הגן אלינו עם מסכת קידושים, מסר המקדש את האישה, something that is מקדש a wife, a woman, as a condition, על מנת שאני צדיק, that you מקדש to me, for I'm going to be a tzaddik. So even if he's a Rasha Gamur, she's מקודשת, why? Maybe he already had a thought of tshuva in his mind, and that's it, that's good enough. But he said, but it's difficult, it's a question. What? Only thinking about tshuva convert him or turn him from a wicked person to a tzaddik, to a righteous person? הוא מבאר, and he explained, שלא אמרו שמא יראה תשובה בליבו, that he didn't have the thought of tshuva in his heart, but tshuva in דעתו, in the da'at, which the da'at, it's a midah that is including the chokhmah, right, the smartness of a person, the mocha and bina and liba, like all of these levels of wisdom, being smart, understanding one thing from another. And this is what it says in the Zohar Kadosh, and this is the explanation, irher tshuva bedato, that when the tshuva is in the chokhmah, mocha, in the brain, in the bina, in the heart, it's including the two midot yachad, it's like a complete tshuva, that actually, yes, converting him or turning him from a Rasha to a tzaddik. And this is the path, this is the way, this is what it says in the pasuk, in the verse, Havu lachem anashim chachamim ve'nevonim ve'yeduim, right? So it's the chokhmah, bina, and da'at, that they should have all of these midot. Not that because somebody that is known, is charismatic, you know how to speak, is smart. It's not good enough. You have to have all the three of them. And that's also for ourselves. And therefore it says here, Havu lachem anashim azminu. Make yourself available to these things. Open yourself to that. To this thing that a person should be a judge and ruler, right, on himself. צריכים אתם להזמין עצמכם. You need to decide and to be with an open mind for that. And you need to invest all the thoughts, thinking about it, and effort. And after that, Hashem will bring you the blessing, the bracha. And because of that, Moshe said, Lo uchal levadi, said, I cannot do it for yourself. You need to do it. You have the job to do it. Nobody else can do it for you. Right? Now, we're not talking about something external. We're talking about inside, you know, a person with the decision that he needs to decide. So you have to decide according to the Torah. But sometimes a person can decide and he think that it's according to the Torah, but it's the Yetzer Hara. So he said, yeah, you need to think about yourself, what Hashem would like you to do, how he would like you to do it. Is it according to the Torah or not? And Moshe is saying them, I cannot do it for you anymore. That's it. You have to do it. Everybody for himself. בדרך שמבאר בדברי שמואל בינינו, he said that the midot הרעות, the bad midot, the level, depends, the one that are depend in the heart. We, a Jew, should really moser nefesh to uproot them. That's very difficult, the bad midot in the heart. And only after he put that mesirut nefesh and is really putting an effort by himself, he will have help from heaven. And Hashem and the other righteous and the Rabbanim, etc., will help him. But if he is not doing the first step, if he's not putting the effort, nobody will help him, including Hashem. As our sage said, open me a small little opening, like the thread of a needle. I open you a whole ballroom. But you have to do the first step. And he said the siyata dishmaya, the help from heaven, is only if him making the first step by himself. And he precise, and he said, not really a lot, like a thread of a needle. However, every word here counts, and he says, why needle? So he should pinch inside his heart, his conscience. A small little thing, oh, what did I do, or how I should be better, etc., etc. He said, if he doesn't put that effort, nobody will help him. Right? Nobody will help him. וזהו שסיים כמשה רבנו, Moshe included, Hashem אלוקי אבותיכם, right? And then he gave the bracha, יוסף עליכם ככם אפווה. Hashem will add 1,000 times more, and he will bless you. Every time that Hashem is talking about blessing, yes, this is what he will do. If you will be open-minded, if you will bring to yourself and appointing the judges on yourself to judge and to have every action that you do, to wait. Is it good? Not good? Should I do it? Not should I do it? Etc. בדרך זה, and according to that, we can say, יש לומר גם מה שנאמר, right, במשנה, לאחר מלחמת, okay. So he said, after the war with Midian, in the Sefer Bamidbar, right, it was last week, I think, the Parsha, ויקרבו אל משה הפקודים אשר לאלפי הצבא, right, so the פקודים, the soldier, the army came closer to Moshe, אשר לאלפי הצבא, right, to the champion of the army, and they sang to Moshe, עבדיך נשאו את ראש אנשי המלחמה אשר בידינו ולא נפקד ממנו איש. So he said, like, your servant elevated the head of the warrior, of the soldier that are in our hands, and nobody was missing. And he explained, he said, and the explanation is the meaning that the pekudim, the one that were the soldier or the commanders, elevated and lift up the head of the warriors, and because of that, because they elevated them on spiritual level, nobody was missing. Not that nobody was missing from the war, nobody got hurt from the war, nobody failed, nobody got hurt, tripped, etc. אמנם כל זה הוא רק כמו שכתוב, but it says, אנשי המלחמה, the one that actually warriors, not the passive one, not the one that's standing and do nothing, only the one that really fight the evil inclination, the one that really fight in their heart, they want to do better. And therefore, the beginning of the book of Sefer Devarim, of Mishneh Torah, it's talking about the mitzvah of appointing the judges, literally, and judges which are ourselves, upon ourselves, because this is a mitzvah that is capable for us, that we should be the judge and the prosecutor, and we should have the chokhmah, binah, v'da'at in the brain, right, that they will be the judges. And that's the beginning of Mishneh Torah. עוד יש לומר, we can say more, מה שמצוות מינוי שופטים נאמרה בתחילת משנה תורה, that this mitzvah of appointing the judges were mentioned in the beginning of the book, because this is the main foundation, first foundation, יסוד. עשה לך רב, right? We have to have a rab, we cannot be on ourselves. בו יהיה לו אמונת חכמים, we should have אמונת חכמים, like, not that חס וחלילה we believe that the rab is like Hashem, but we believe in the Rav and we trust, we have faith in the Rav that he have a da'at Torah, and when the Rav is posek to us, then he do it according to Hashem's will. So that's why this mitzvah that Moshe is mentioning in the beginning, that's a foundation, because we need to have a Rav. Rav is like a judge. And this is the gate, this is the opening for all the achievements in the Torah. And in that thing, we really need to put an effort. I cannot carry you by myself, you're on your own now. Moshe could not give us the faith in the Chachamim, but you need to do it by yourself. You need to find yourself your own Rav, right? That's why it says, make yourself a Rav, not yourself. For yourself, you have to be the judge, but then you have to have a Rav that really we can consult with and ask. And everybody needs to have a Rav. And that's why this is how Sefer Devarim is starting, besides the rebuke that Moshe was giving them at the beginning, but then he's still talking about the first mitzvah of appointing judges. And these judges actually, yes, it's literally to have judges to help mitigate any dispute that the people have, but also it's for us, for ourselves, to be judges for ourselves. Thank you.